Hi everyone, how are you? So this is Christian Fernando, joining from Synergy PTE Academy again. So today what we are going to discuss is how the exam have behaved after the changes on 4th November. So some of our students have done the exam after November 4th. So we have some feedback, some great feedback to share with you. So one major thing that we need to learn with you is not to panic because of the changes. The changes have not changed the exam drastically. All thought the exam would change drastically, like most of the instances the answers would go to a human assessor and then it will take time for the evaluation, and the results would get delayed, but nothing like that has happened. Everything is very smooth after the November 4th update as well. So the major thing is not to panic, and exam is as is, and even the scores that the students get are pretty much in line with what it was before. So they are getting good scores after using proper templates, and because of these new proper templates, the exam experience has not changed significantly for these students who taken the exam. So one thing that I need to tell you was that one of our students had used the previous templates after November 4th as well, but then it didn't go for a human assessor. So that's something interesting, but we'll have to wait and see into the future as to how this human assessor thing is going to come up. So far, it has not impacted any of the students in that way, but we need to see how it unfolds. So for this particular instance that I spoke about, the student has used the previous templates, but then it has not gone to human assessor and he has got his desired score. So basically, out of that, what we can say is if you were using relatively good templates previously also, rather than using generic templates, it would still work. But now that because of these changes are introduced, we have come up with our own new templates. So what we want to tell you is that even with these changes after November 4th, still you can get good scores. And like I said, some of the students have used the old template and they've got the desired score, but we are not recommending doing that. What we wanted to say was that if you were using some good templates before also, some of them would still work. So if you were using generic templates, don't use them because you're going to get a disadvantage, or your marks will be deducted, or it will be going through a human assessor. But if you are using good templates, I would say you still will be able to get good scores with describe image and retail lecture questions. So in summary, like we've discussed about it before also, for describe image and retail lecture and for the entire speaking module, the important thing is speaking. So content has come into play because of these new changes, but don't get panicked because of that. What you need to do is use a proper template. Basically, don't use a template where you would be speaking a lot of things unnecessarily, or you would be talking about things without reference to the content given. Last word on that. So don't use templates where you have a lot of generic content or generic sentences. Don't talk too much about something that is not given in the content or the picture. So use templates appropriately so that you can still get good marks. So talking about the entire speaking section after November 4th, so in terms of describe image, please talk about 30 seconds. That is essential. And then don't use generic templates. And the other key thing is use connectors, data reference points, and talk about things that you can see from the picture. So in summary, talking about the exam after November 4th, in terms of describe image, so talk about 30 seconds. Don't speak less than that because that would not be giving a proper sample to the computer or to the human assessor. So at least talk about 30 seconds, and don't use generic templates, that's for sure. And also use reference points, use different data points, and talk about what you see. It doesn't need to be the most accurate analysis. Just talk about a few data points that you see from the picture, and that way you can easily talk about the picture in concern. Yeah, so sometimes you might make a mistake. That's all fine. Don't lose your fluency. Fluency is the key here. Remember, fluency is the most important part of the speaking section. So don't let anything come in the way of fluency. Even if you make a mistake in terms of the reference points You might not say the exact correct number, so don't think about all those. Just keep fluency and move forward. All what you need to do is ensure your fluency. So next point is retail lecture. So for that, ensure that you don't take down single keywords. It's essential that you take down multiple keywords like the pairs and then phrases, 3 to 4 word phrases. That would be really good if you can do that. And if you're writing down single words, those should be the names or proper nouns only. But other than that, take at least pairs and 3 to 4 phrases, 3 to 4 word phrases, so that it would help you to get a good score. And definitely use connectors and a proper template, and at least speak about 30 seconds for this question. And in terms of summarize spoken text and essay, there are no changes. So Pearson didn't communicate any changes, so don't panic, because most of the students were asking about those as well. So definitely there are no changes for that. But ensure now for summarize spoken text as well, try to get word pairs and phrases as much as possible, so that it will help you to get a good score. And for the essay, there was a previous update that you should not be writing templates where you just like the entire essay is written like a generic essay, and then you're only changing the keywords or you're only changing the essay topic. Yeah, don't use templates like that. You need to write your own sentences and fill the template. So use templates like that so that you can go for a very good score. And in terms of other aspects such as read aloud, so the one-line strategy still works. Don't have any panic on that. So at least talk about 12 to 14 words, and it will give you good scores for your speaking as well as for your reading. And repeat sentences. Talk about 70% of the content, and you still can get a good score in terms of repeat sentences. So guys, we have done a separate video on oral fluency. So that's really important to get a very good score in terms of the speaking section. So I would encourage you to go and check that video related to fluency. So that way you know the tips and tricks as to how you can ensure and get a good score in terms of fluency. So fluency is the key in speaking, and if you can get that, rest assured that you will get a very good score in terms of speaking. So this is the update that we wanted to leave you with. So exam has not changed significantly. Yes, there were significant changes, but there are ways to tackle it. Use a proper template for describe image, use a proper template for retail lecture. You don't need to panic. Just ensure that you maintain your fluency. You will definitely be able to get your desired scores. With that, all the very best guys, and please remember to subscribe us and like us. See you again